everyone, Denise here. Today I'm going to be unbagging the Tea Time yarn. Let's get started. I'm going to open it up. They have a point system where you can redeem items with points from your purchases, and all I bought was 2 of the mystery bags, and I ended up with enough points to get some clear plastic bags. Got one of these candies. By the way, I had tried that last time. It's not great, it's not bad. I forced my husband, when he gave me a kiss when he came home, to put it in his mouth. I like shoved it in his mouth, which some of you might think that's gross, but whatever. He was like, "What are you doing? What is this?" And he didn't love it, but he ate it like a trooper. So I don't know. I'm not gonna eat that one. Maybe I'll have my daughter try it out and see what she thinks about it. Okay, so these are Tea Time. I can tell you right now, I gotta grab a yarn. Hold on. Okay, let me tell you about Tea Time. Tea Time is a new yarn from Hobbii. I mean, I don't know Hobbie's yarns very well. I only have like a handful that I'm kind of familiar with now because I was gifted Hobbii yarn in a swap package from Lisa, and the mystery bags that I just opened up only had 2 different kinds of yarn in it. So I really have limited knowledge of Hobbii yarns, but I like them. What I know of them, I like them. So I ordered Tea Time. It said it was new, and I liked the way it looked. There were several colors in this yarn. I chose this one because it said boom. I liked it. It said boom to me. It kind of reminded me of Harley Quinn. If you're familiar with Harley Quinn and the more recent renditions of Harley Quinn, that's kind of what it reminded me of. I just thought it was really pretty. I just liked it. So this is a roving style yarn. I'll show you the end in just a second. It says it's made in India. Lot is 01 and color is 08. It's blues and pinks and purples. It is really gorgeous. It is 100% acrylic, medium weight 4, calls for a 4.5 mm knitting needle and a 5 mm or I9 crochet hook. How much yardage? 200 grams in this, 580 meters or 634 yards. That's quite a bit of yardage. What did I pay for these? I got them on sale. They don't send a receipt, so I'll have to put it on the screen when I edit the video. I feel like they were $8, $9? Question mark? I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember them being new and being quite a bit on sale. They are so very similar to Red Heart Roll With It Melange. If you have ever worked with that, I mean, this yarn is really, really, really very similar. I'm looking for the middle, and I found it. So I can get the end out and take a peek. Why is it always so difficult? There's too many hours of my life spent finding the end of yarn and untangling yarn. I told my husband once, my personal hell would be untangling yarn forever. So this is like a roving style yarn, and it's like a mishmash of colors as you're looking at the thread. It will color shift. It will color change as you go. It is stuck on itself. I am so sorry. It will stick on itself, so when you frog it, be careful. It has that grab to it. So see the speckle effect in it? Can you see that? Yes, you can see that. There we go. So it's going to do that throughout the entire cake of yarn. These kind of yarns are my absolute favorite. I learned how to dye yarn in this manner because, are similar to this, not exact, because this is fibers plied together, but the yarn that I named All the Fall Things, it's with the All the Fall Things tutorial. If you look at that video, I show some yarn that I dyed, and I love the speckly color shift type look of yarn. It is so pretty. I want to play with it right now. That pop of turquoise in there. Ugh, just so pretty, pretty, pretty. And this is not colors I would normally like choose for me to wear, but I love working with it. 634 yards times 2. Can I math that really quick? 1,268 yards of yarn. So it reminds me of Roll With It, and I just said that a minute ago. Roll With It it's been on the market for a long time. I've had several of these over the years, and I have been making a poncho with this yarn, not this particular colorway I'm going to show you, but I've been making a poncho with this yarn for well over a year that I have not finished because I have problems paying attention. This is Roll With It. So same type of yarn. So if you're familiar with Roll With It, you will really, really like Tea Time. This is the color I'm showing you of Roll With It. It is called Tabloid. It's a medium 4, also calls for 5.5 crochet hook, 5mm knitting needle. Where's the yardage on this one? This is only 389 yards, so there's a lot less in this. So this, for the price that I got it at, is a steal as far as yardage goes. And with it being pretty much the same type of yarn, yeah, Tea Time is a much better deal. This yarn is made in India as well. Shocker. So if you are interested in trying out a beautiful new yarn, give this one a try, because I think you will be definitely happy with it if you don't mind roving style yarns. I'm going to work some up just for fun. It doesn't have to be necessarily all time on video, but 5.5. Do I have that over here? I think my Odyssey is a 5.5. Yeah, my blue Odyssey. I rarely use that. I have 2 Odysseys like this, and that is it. They're a little bit heavy, to be honest. It is not a weight I am used to working with. I do love the ends of the hook, though. They are very, very nice. Like I said, this yarn could give you problems when you're frogging it. The slight halo texture of the yarn will grab on itself when you are frogging or ripping it back. Please be very careful not to be too rough with it, because if you're too rough, this yarn will break. Oh, it's going to be really fun working with this. I'm going to have to finish my poncho in the Roll With It because, like I said, it's well over a year. I feel like that was summer of 2022, maybe before. I don't know. I have the pictures of it when I started it, so I would know when I was working on it. I have a problem. This is a problem for me. I have a problem of figuring a design or pattern out, figuring it out, all the math and all of that, conquering it, knowing what I'm doing, and then I get bored. It's very frustrating. So I have I have a blanket I have been working on, and I absolutely adore my blanket so very much. But I had conquered what I was doing. I figured it all out. Got the repeats down, got the color change down, and now it's just like, well, I'm bored. So I have to really, really push myself to do it. And then I'm slower doing it. And then I end up wishing I had never done it. That is one of the reasons why I don't make a lot of blankets that are larger than, say, baby size, because it's so much of my attention span that I can't dedicate that much time to something. My temperature blanket that actually was for 2020. What a year to remember, huh? I never put it together. I have 12 massive granny squares, and I will have to show you that sometime. I have shown it in my work in progress videos from back then, but I never did put it together. It was a goal for me to do it by the end of last year. Did not do it. Because it's conquered, right? It's done, and now it has to be pieced together, and that's tedious and boring to my brain. So yeah. Also, I was fiddling around on my account for YouTube. Apparently I created memberships and they got approved. So I don't have any content set up for that as of yet, but I will. I figured I would probably give members more of a look behind, more of a personal behind the scenes type of stuff. I don't show a lot of my personal life and me, myself on camera. Not that I am guaranteeing any of that, but I shall try. Probably be more open and more talky with memberships because it will certainly be a smaller audience. It's very nice. And iHook doesn't work so great for me personally, but I crochet a little bit loosely. And that is something I know about myself. Here's an H hook. I could also be using my tension ring, which helps me. It helps me in a way that my brain doesn't have to think about the tension all the time. So I don't know how you guys' instances are or how your situations are, but my situation is that as I get older, my brain doesn't want to think about it that much, and B, my arthritis is getting worse because, you know, age. So normally in the past, if I wanted to create more tension in my work, I would just tighten up my hand, right? You tighten your tension. You make the yarn go more tightly through your hands, therefore your tension gets tighter. As you get older and you have more arthritis, especially in your hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, that is annoying. It's simply annoying. That is one of the reasons I don't do a ton of amigurumi, is because it's pretty painful. So a tension ring, if you don't know, my husband bought me some, and I had never had any before he bought me some. This is one style. There are many styles, but this is one. I put it on my index finger here because that's how I make my yarn go. And I thread the yarn through my hand like I normally would. This is how I normally would do it, right? Except I drop this finger and I put it on that loop. And then as I crochet, that ring provides me tension, that I don't have to move my hand muscles at all. That ring provides that tension. And you know, I wasn't even aware of their existence previous to my husband gifting me them. And he said Amazon suggested it for him, which I found very interesting because it's never suggested it for me. Anyway, I find them very, very useful. It's a process to get used to using them. It really is. But I'm going to show you my swatch here in 2 seconds so that you can see the difference with me using the tension ring. And I have done absolutely nothing to like my hand as far as muscle to put more tension on my yarn. It is just the ring that does it, and it's quite fantastic. It's actually super useful when I do amigurumi. Okay, so just take the ring off, take it out of there, and take a look at this gorgeous yarn. Down here is double crochets with, what was it, a 5.5 or an I. Let me scooch up. And then I switched to the H hook. I think this was H right in here. No tension ring, no tension ring. The last two are tension ring. There is a difference there. It is much smaller with the top two than these two, which are H, and definitely these with I and no tension. So I personally like tension rings. They're not the easiest to use until you get used to them. My husband did give me 2 different styles. I'll show you the other one. And I like both a lot. The peacock or bird one actually puts more tension on the yarn because you put it on your hand. Put it on your hand like this. And then as you're working, how this one is, because it's got that, see the hook? I put it in the tail and then in the hook. That adds way more tension when I'm working. So it's like that. My one problem with them is keeping them on the right spot on my finger. So I have to tighten them. This loosens and tightens. So anyway, that's not why I was doing the video. But I got on a subject and I couldn't let it go. So Tea Time from Hobbii is awesome yarn. I suggest it. Like I said, I'll put the price on the screen so you know what I paid. I thought I would frog it before I left you, just to show how it frogs or rips out. Got there. So just gently pull both ways so it doesn't knot. It's just those tiny little fibers catch on themselves. So be aware of that if you're using any type of roving yarn like this. I also didn't say what I rated this yarn. I think it's yardage and colors. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because I really, really like it. Anyway, there you go. I'll link Hobbii below. I'm not affiliated or anything, just so you know, the link is just to them. They have bingo on Mondays, and pretty much you sit and listen to them talk about yarn, and then your card comes up and you just I mean, if you win, you win. If you don't, you don't. They give you points either way, but it's cool. They give away really good stuff, so check them out. I think they're worth checking out. I'm going to continue to buy from them when I can. Probably more of this yarn because I like this yarn. I did want to purchase more butterfly from them, and I haven't done that yet, so that's absolutely phenomenal yarn. Lisa had gifted me some of that. It's really nice. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, guys. Bye.